Well, that's loud. So there has been a lot of research. I've been researching things. And, basically, I have really come to understand that when you start researching things and you start taking things for what people say and not having discernment to fully understand what your own beliefs are, how you take something, some information. Oh, let's give an example, like the media. How you just watch TV, consume mass media, the mainstream. If you were to commit to mainstream media download, and you were to take that as fact, as truth, you're going to be in a world of hurt, buddy. Let me tell you what. So I've gone down so many rabbit holes. We're talking flat earth, vegan, carnivore, aliens, sovereignty, bills of exchange, promissory notes, the straw man. See, that's what I've been dealing with lately is the straw man. And, I'm not really afraid to talk about it because it's not really scary. And so in my current system, there's contracts that I'm contemplating about. But is the contract really with me? Or is it with the corporation? You say that. And I've just figured out that I have to do my own research. That taking information verbatim, I've literally gone on so many days in a row. And this is for my own. Writing down UCC codes, looking up laws, researching, watching different people, different videos, trying to get an understanding for myself. And you know what? I have to do more research. When I dive into something, and this is like anything, once I dive in, I literally go full steam ahead. When I was streaming video games, I went balls to the wall, staying up till 11:30, editing videos, getting up at 2:30 a.m. to go to work. Being that I have a commercial driver's license, I'm a commercial driver. It makes it. See, I put myself in this situation, and then I got into copywriting, started a business, or the corporation did. The corporation started a corporation. The corporation created an LLC. That's really what happened. You want to be real honest. And to my understanding, that company is never, ever going to create a profit with the current money system that we're in. Is that strange? No. So I go on to different, all kinds of tangents because one, this is who I am. And two, I don't like being placed in a box. A box. I don't put myself in boxes. The moment I hear somebody put me in a box, I do this all the time. I know this consciously, that I literally have to get out and step out and be like, why am I being put in this box? Like, I am all encompassing. I really haven't figured out like what I'm super passionate about other than me. I'm passionate about being me. This is like real me. I've literally created so many social medias. It's crazy. I have created so many social medias that there's some social medias that I can't get out. I can't get out of. Should I be saying this? I don't know. I've probably created like 30 to 40 emails in 34 years. What does that say? I forget passwords a lot. That's what it says. But so I went on to social media, here's like my story. Going to social media, I'm like, man, I'm gonna be a streamer. Let me stream on Twitch. Let me stream on YouTube. Let me just play video games because people are gonna like that. Turns out they don't like give a shit about just the games. They can play themselves. And personally, I got kind of sick of playing games all the time. I had to go to the gym, and then I started to eat good, and then this is like a diary of whatever. I don't care. Compared to the other shit that I used to post on the internet, dude, this is like gold right here. All right, this is like the new me, a king belly. But where was I at? So trying to rebuild a social, for at one point in time, I built up a Twitter. Simply posting photos of like YouTube songs, Spotify songs. I think it was just like YouTube. And then I got to the point where I was posting all these and started tagging the actual artist in it. And then just giving my general opinion, like, wow, this is fire. Just like stupid shit where I was like, dude, this is like what I wanted my own radio station. I still kind of do. Is it going to be a business? Probably not. Can't have profit. Regardless, I built that thing up. No ego intended. I'm just telling you how easy it is to do something if you literally put in the time, the effort, the all-knowing that it will come to fruition, that you put in the actual motherfucking time and do this shit. You know what I'm saying? You put in the time, you do this shit. If something's ever repeated by someone or something or some entity in some kind of way, trust that it means something. I'll give you an example. I was reading the Bible the other day, and I was reading, I believe it's Exodus, and they're talking about building around the ark, the altar, and it's a very strange passage to read in the fact that it literally goes back and says the same single thing in what do you call that? Like descending verses, like over and over and over and over. I kind of want to go back and read it. I really do. Oh, yeah. What up, ladies and gentlemen? This is QuickNicMaly coming at you live on the phone. No, we not in the 425 no more. We don't know where we're at. That's just a made-up contract. Made up. Imaginative. Imagination. This is literally for like entertainment purposes only. I fully feel like I'm an entertainer, and one can only educate themselves when they want to be educated. When you ask the question, okay, let's say copywriting, because I got into that watching Dylan Madden and the Real World, Andrew Tate. I was like, man, I need to get on this. So I like dove all in. And you know what I realized taking a $50 course? You need to do your own research. because half of that, and this is no dogging on Andrew Tate, Dylan Madden, or Andrew Bass, copywriting. This is no dog on any one of them, but it is true in the fact that if you cannot lead yourself, you will be led. And you know what? It's okay to look for outside information to harness, to gather. And you know what? Maybe this is going to be a podcast, because that's really the only way I see getting out of the shackles that I have put myself in with unlimited contracts and not reading the terms and agreements. And you know what? We're waiting on Apple Card to send us that bill. So it's kind of funny when I asked Apple Card for a bill. They said, we can't do that, but we can send last month's statement. They must already fucking know about something, dude. They must really know. But then I was reading terms and contracts. We're going to dive into this, and literally, well, I won't show this, but I will read from Bank of America credit card. Let's see here what it says about payments. That's arbitration. Let's see. If you're dissatisfied? No, I'm not dissatisfied yet. Where is it? Okay, this has got to be edited really quick. We apply payment, making a payment. How we apply payments. Your credit lines, calculation, date on up. It all goes back to me, so I don't give a shit. Where is it? Yo. So I can't find that. Let's see. Survival of this agreement. Closing of your account. Voluntary payment of account. It's gotta be on this. It's gotta be on this. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Payments. We credit mailed payments as the date of received. If the payment is 1, received by 5 p.m. local time at the address shown on the remittance portion of your monthly statement. If you don't know remittance, look that shit up. Or 2, paid with a check drawn in US dollars on a US financial institution or a US dollar money order. And 3, sent with only the remittance portion of your statement accompanying it. Payments received by mail after 5 p.m. local time, but at the remittance address on any day, including payment due date, but otherwise meet the available requirements, will be credited as of the next day. Payments made online or by phone, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, will be credited as the date they are made. Credit for other payments may be delayed up to 5 days. Cash payments made with our tellers will only be accepted with a valid identification. That's a little weird. No payment, including those marked with ding, 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 paid in full or other restrictive words, shall operate as an accord and satisfaction without the prior written approval of one of our senior officers. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write to one of the senior officers by one of our senior officers. We process most payment checks electronically by using the information found on your check. When you provide a check as payment, you authorize us to use information on your check to make a one-time electronic fund transfer from your account or process quotations, parentheses, or process it as a check or paper draft. When we use information from your check to make an electronic fund transfer, funds may be withdrawn from your account as soon as the same day we receive your payment. Checks are not returned to you. Oh, that might be the winner. Checks are not returned to you. So therefore, by UCC, CBD, they literally have to take the check if it's a full-on quote-unquote point-on-point lawful bill of exchange promissory note. Come here, buddy. Hey, I'm recording a video. Come here. Come on, you want pets? Come here. Come here, sweet boy. Come here, buddy. Everybody say hi to Cypher. Hey, buddy. Oh, I know. Here. I'm speaking to the microphone. Hey. I missed you too, buddy. This is Cypher, everybody. He's not a garbage cat. There you go. Follow the microphone. You're such a good boy. He's a good boy. You're a best boy. I really do. I never meant you were a garbage cat. It's because I love you. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ever said that. Okay, so continuing on with this questionnaire of a... It's not a questionnaire. Questioning reality. I just looked straight in your butthole. Cypher. Here, go in the cat tree. Go in the cat tree. Go. You're gonna get hair up here, buddy. Okay, you wanna lay down? Come here. Come on. Lay down. Okay. I'll pet you. So going down this extreme rabbit hole, since the age of 21, going in, going out, the Matrix, and like, why is everything happening to me? That was my first initial stance when I figured all this out. Like, oh, there's aliens. There's all these different kind of aliens, and the Earth is flat. And I was telling my family, I was like, oh my God, there's aliens. The Earth is flat. And they're like, no, there's not. Shut up. And I was like, no, you better believe me or you're ignorant. And that's why I got kicked out of the house on my 21st birthday. Yeah, real talk. That shit was wild. But that's when I soon realized the first time. There was many times, lots of poor decisions. You soon come to realize that you cannot force anything on anybody. And if anybody's going to stick around and they're going to watch and be like, oh my God, seriously, like what? I hope he's okay. He sounds kind of crazy. Watch Joe Rogan. They say all the same kind of shit on there, and he's got millions of followers. The only difference between Joe Rogan and me is he's had the same platform for years and years and years and years and years. And here I am just getting started, baby. It's not about me. It's about getting information from different people that think differently than me. And only if you want to come into a conversation with me about some things that I know, aka basketball, aka like reading people, intuition. I have certain depths and grasps on this, and I'm not afraid to tell it, to show it. I've had many jobs just over brokes. I've had a lot of those. Mostly, let's see, my corporation has had many jobs. I don't know how a corporation can work for a corporation, but I guess it has. And that's the honest truth. when you fill out a job application, you're actually incorporating a corporation corporately. It's very strange. But we'll go to this. I like hearing different people's perspectives on certain things. And so, I'm open to be like, hey, who's this guy? He sounds kind of cool. If you're one of those people, come on down. So here we're going to bring it back to April 19th and 20th and our squirrel calendar. Thank you, Mother, for this. Every ending has a new beginning. Yes. What do you want? You know what's funny about Cypher is that it's not funny. I love him so much. He literally will not eat dinner. Sometimes breakfast, but like every dinner, I'll crack open their cans. I'll put them in their little kitty bowls, kitty plates. Kitty bowls. I'll put the food in the kitty bowls. And I'll put them down their little food mat. Yep. And Morpheus, the eldest, the firstborn child, God's chosen one. So, good boy. So he'll go down and eat. Sorry, I'm getting tracked off because Cypher's here and he needs some love. Come here, buddy. And I'm petting him right now. So Cypher, he will literally stand away and he needs to get pet. He needs that love and attention before he gets to eat dinner. And I hope it doesn't feel like an outsider. He's been here, 8 months. You're loved. You're loved, Cypher. You're loved. Everybody tell Cypher he's loved. If you're watching this right now, just type it in the chat. Cypher, you are loved. You are whole. We love you, Cypher. You know who I really want to be in a podcast with, and I'll say this out loud because I really do. Jim Brewer. Jim Brewer is like, I feel like we have like the same kind of mannerisms. Similar. We're not the same. But he seems like, God, after like watching Half Baked, that's literally the only Jim Brewer movie that I've probably ever seen. But like watching his podcast and like his genuine heart, and because he's an actor, but he says some things that's like, man, he's not acting. He's literally talked about stuff in Hollywood. And yeah, Jim Brewer, if you're hearing this right now, dude, what's up? Hit me up. Let me get on the show. You're an all-star. So everything has and every ending is a new beginning. I'm looking at these words and I can't make it out. That was Easter. Let's go to April 21st, Monday, 2025, Easter Monday. Quote unquote, love carries through many difficulties easily and makes heavy burdens light. That's our boy, John Cotton. Love carries through many difficulties easily and makes heavy burdens light. Because if you actually love something, if you were to, so weird. I think this is like, okay, look at that. Love carries through many difficulties easy. Look at that. It's a beautiful picture. And that's the same kind of squirrel on this arm right here. Corporation arm. Because like literally like what is that? The corporation. All right. April 22nd, Tuesday. Home is where the heart is. Ooh, they got the Super Mario mushroom on there, the Amanita muscaria. That is the psychedelic hallucinogenic mushroom found everywhere. If you try looking for other mushrooms, I would highly suggest you research. You're looking for purple spores, a certain kind of stem. I was really into that too, researching all that. Researching. Suckers. Always speak from the heart. April, Wednesday, 23, Administration Professionals Day, or St. George's Day in the UK. Always speak from the heart. Oh, this is cute. This is a little squirrel in a... I know. Did you guys hear him? Always speak from the heart. You're so adorable, Cypher. Come here. You're so adorable. I know. You're so adorable. Show everybody your booty hole. Moving on to April 24th, Thursday. Good boy. Knowledge is knowing what to say. Wisdom is knowing whether or not to say it. Wow. So I heard a beautiful thing from a podcast. Brandon Joe Williams. Dude, you're a god. We're all God. So, I mean, we're all divine. Whatever. So knowledge is knowing what to say. And okay, Cypher, I get you. Come here. I get you, buddy. Come on. Please don't walk over there. I know. I make biscuits on my arm. So knowledge is knowing what to say. And wisdom is knowing whether or not to say it or say it in a different way. And from a lot of movies that I watched, come on, buddy. You can get up there. It's fine. I don't care anymore. I'm indifferent. There's a lot of information. So once you learn like a certain subject, whether it's art, music, okay, come here. There you go. I'll make some room from the keyboard. So once you learn like a certain subject and you get onto these, you get into like a movie or a TV show. For example, I was watching Full Hero Academia. My Hero Academia. I'm gonna pay you, Cypher. I was watching this TV show, and it's this guy called All Might, and I can't remember the main character. I'm spacing out right now, but so basically, this kid grows up with like out powers, and I'm gonna ruin the TV show for you now. If you have seen it, My Hero Academia is good. So this kid, everybody has powers. Okay, everybody's got their quirk. Nick, his quirk, ridiculousness. He actually is super intelligent, but he acts sometimes like he's an idiot, like he's stupid. Like some of the things I say, I redact, and I'm like, nah, that's not true. Because technically, I like seeing other sides of the situation. You know, Democrat Republic, money, promissory note, fakeness, realness, truth. What is truth? Religion. Okay, come on. I love you, but I'm trying to make a video here. But so back to the story. My Hero Academia. This guy, kid, he wants to go to this like basically like a mutant high school, but he doesn't have a power. And so something happens. He runs and saves his friend that like made fun of him and bullied him like his whole life growing up. And like the best superhero, this best superhero called All Might. He sees this and he's like, whoa, this kid like went in for no fear to save this other kid who had bullied him his whole life. And I've been bullied. But you can only take bullying so far. It's only as far as you let it. One of the story is that All Might gives him his power. Basically, the power is given to him. He's the strongest superhero, but he didn't have any power. And this is how this all for one and one for all. They're like opposites, and it's like it's so beautiful because like when you learn about like spirituality and you're like, oh my god, it's all love and light. That's a fucking lie, dude. It's not all love and light. It's not. You want a reading? You want? Hi, my love. I've seen this on my TikTok so fucking much that I like crazy deleted like almost everybody off my fucking following list because I don't even fucking care anymore. And I'm not mad. I'm glad. I have to reserve my energy. I literally went out and I was like, you know what? Copywriting, let's do this. Let's do a newsletter. Let's make a website, you know. And I'm getting back to my newsletter, but let me get to the point. So after like following all these people, liking their stuff, commenting, messaging them, and then like, they're like, hey, they all say the same fucking thing. And it's so annoying. And I don't care anymore. I never truly did. But I had to get this in my reality. It was like, you know what? They're doing what they're doing. They have a following. They're probably making Federal Reserve debt notes off of it. That's fine. But everybody would say the same thing. They'd be like, hi, my love. Would you like for a reading? And I actually did a reading. Paid 50 debt notes for it. And it was an experience. I'm not going to say who it was because honestly, I don't know if it was them. Because the name, they told me to go on Snapchat, then like Cash App or Zone. I'm like, well, it's already thrown up fucking red flags right here. Like, why don't you have like actual like PayPal? Why don't you have Stripe? Why don't you have like recognize like shit? If I tell you I got one thing, you're going to take it no matter what. You're not going to tell me to fucking go somewhere else. Like, what the fuck is that, dude? Like, what the fuck is that? Hey, you want to do business? If I message you on Snapchat, don't fucking message me on Facebook, then call me, then send me an email. Like, fucking just keep it like localized and like, yep, focused. Because like, yeah, so it was a reflection of what I was doing. And, you know, I fully wasn't being as authentic as I could be. I was following people. And when I followed a person, this is the best part. When I followed like a big account, like an actual big account, like 100,000, 500,000 followers, whatever, like 1 million likes. And then 5 accounts, all with the same picture, all with the same like profile. Dude, that is like the biggest fucking turnoff ever. I don't care who you are. That is a big fucking turnoff. You got like your fucking like bot following, like what is that? Are you like so insecure that you have to go out, or is it like people? I feel like it's like people because I've got like a lot of like Bitcoin. Like, hey, you ever heard about AI? I'm like, fuck. No, I don't care. I have, but I don't care to you. I've heard the same thing over and over again. Twitter, I've been at it on like 5. I'm exaggerating. 50,000 text messages, group chats, like, hey, check out this Bitcoin bullshit. And I'm like, no, I don't fucking care. And that's all right. I'm entitled to my opinion. And I don't like to curse, but I will. Oh, so basically duality, you know, there's something where it's like you can't just go like analytical. And it has to be like, you know, you have to be analytical. You have to be spiritual. You definitely have to take psychedelics. I haven't taken psychedelics in a while because of my job. But anyways, you can get like a spiritual experience from like fasting. You know, not that you care, but you can. Old texts, books, TV shows, movies, music. Dude, like I used to meditate so much through music, and people are like, music's a devil. Fuck you, dude. I got so much out of music. Like I had built social media, Twitter, before it was X, when it was still a blue bird. I built that shit. I built it up. And I got people like, hey, listen to my music. Promote my music. Like underground people. And I got into like clicks. And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to fucking do this. Because what am I getting out of this? I needed to charge. And he'd be like, hey, my time is valuable. Even though money, as we know it, is no longer. You know, there still is that charge. Because my time is motherfucking valuable, yo. It really is. And we're going to go back to this. April 25th, Friday 25, Arbor Day, or Anzac Day. Any Kiwis out there, New Zealand, or Aussies? Listening, I quote, listening can be much harder than talking. Yeah, no shit. Oh, that was a cool picture, though. Listening can be much harder than talking. Because once you quiet the mind, and I'll go back into my reality, like my knowing, that hits so fucking hard, dude. Listening can be so much harder than talking because your inside is reflected outside. And people are like, look within, you'll get the answers. But when the intuition and your heart and your subconscious is telling you something, you need to go do it. And as I was taking a shower, as I was rubbing my pits, washing my balls, all this stuff, I was like, man, I need to make a YouTube video. And I don't know why. I really don't. I was like, you know what? I need to, probably when I was like washing my ass, I was like, you know what? I really need to, like the Happy Gilmore scene when his caddy, that guy from, what's it called? Grandma's Boy? What's that main character's name? Not Nick Swartzen, but the other guy. So he was washing his ass in like Happy Gilmore. I was like that in the shower. And I was like, you know what? I need to make a YouTube video. And so I rinsed off, you know, dried myself off. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start my computer. I'm gonna clear off my desk. I'm gonna look at these calendars. Listening can be much harder than talking. I'm gonna make a video because it's basically like my diary. As a man, you pretty much like keep things in like inside of you. The masculine. And it's like do. Don't think, just do. You watch like Alex Hormozy. Love the guy. He's like, man, I need to stop thinking. I just need to start doing it. It's true to an extent. It really is. You need to be thoughtful. About what you're doing. You can fumble. I've fumbled, and I've learned, and I've grown, and I have come to achieve that I can believe. That's a cool photo. All right, moving on. April 26th, Saturday 26th, Sunday 27. Ooh, the pain you feel today will be the strength you feel tomorrow. That is true. Because without pain, there is no gain. No pain, no gain. That is true. If you've lived your whole life comfortably and haven't truly experienced pain or heartbreak, you know, you like have your like first like girlfriend, you're like, oh my gosh, I love you. And you say you love each other. And like something happens, you're like, yeah, fuck you. I'm out of here. Fuck you. Fuck you, bro. Not you, Cypher. They're like, yeah, fuck you, okay? I'm done. You know, like it's funny because like, is that love? No. Love is unconditional. Love has no conditions. And as we've gone through these things, it's like, man. And after those like relationships for myself, me speaking for me, going in like full force, be like, man, like that was the point where I was like, I'm just like, I'm obsessed. Like my first girlfriend ever, like 16, I was like texting her. I was like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. I was like texting her in school. We're having a reading time and I have my phone in my fucking book. And I'm like, oh my gosh, went to different schools. I'm like, I can't wait to see you. Hang out. Can't wait to see you. Like being obsessed like that, not healthy. One, not healthy. But the fact that I was like, oh my gosh, why all this heartache? Like, why do I have to go through all these relationships? And I soon figured out why. Because when I met my wife, that was like the first point in my life where I was just like me. When we met, I was at a point spiritually where I was like almost done. Not like death wise. I was like, I'm just done caring. I'm just gonna do me. I'm gonna work on myself. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna sing fucking songs inside Taco Bell. Because you know what? My life's turned to shit. And I'm gonna figure it out. And I'm gonna bring myself up from the depths of my own despair. I don't know how to say it. This is all coming off the top of my head, but and then I met her. Met my wife. And my whole life changed after that. Because when a partner tells you that, this is our space. I was living in my own place when we met. And I was like, you know what? I have my own space. Well, I just moved out of like my ex-girlfriend's parents' house, but shit happens twice. So it's funny because it's like, man, I was a real POS. Crazy. Man, you were a loser. No. I just had a loser mentality. I put myself on such a low pedestal that I had 0 to minimum self-worth. When your phone's like 5% battery, that's how much self-esteem I had. Moving into a girl's parents' house. I'm like, wow, there's another man under the roof. And I can talk about this because like if there's somebody else in that situation, maybe this can help them. Because you can bring yourself up and get the fuck out. So anyways, much mad unconditional love and respect for my wife. So I really don't care to talk about that too much or anything. But the pain you feel today will be the strength you feel tomorrow. And having good people in your life with good intentions that love you unconditionally, that is amazing. I don't know if you saw that. The part, so hard. The pain you feel today will be the strength you feel tomorrow. Done. Moving on. April. So was it April, Monday 28th? Because it depends on who you are. Burping up sardines right now. So April, Monday 28th. St. George Day observed in the UK, whatever the fuck that is. It is beauty you are looking for. Now, if it is beauty you are looking for, then you do not have to look far for it because you are beautiful yourself. You are complete. You are whole. You are the yin and the yang, the darkness and the light, all together, all encompassing. Everything is connected. If it is beauty you're looking for, you don't have to look far because beauty is all around you. All you gotta do is look. Open your fucking eyes, bro. Open your fucking eyes. Look at how beautiful that is. That is fucking gorgeous. Really is. Anyways, I've already said this before, but if anyone wants to collaborate, yo, feel free to hit me up. Nicholas@malicechef.com, QuickNicMaly@gmail.com, PaulNicMaly@gmail.com, NickMalicchef1@outlook.com. Just fucking hit me up. I'll respond. I got like so many fucking emails. Just hit me up on one of them. Go to the website, fill up a form. I don't even have that anymore. Posted. NicholasMalicchef.com. It's still up. When you're full, stop. Wow. Wow. When you're full, stop. If you're eating and you're full, stop. If you're full of emotion, stop. If you're full of taking in so much fucking knowledge that you get so exhausted and you cannot perform for your family, your friends, your duties to your core, to your heart, fucking stop, bro. April 29th, Tuesday. When you're full, stop. And think. Or clear your mind. Or listen to music or make a YouTube video. Do whatever, play a game. Do whatever you want. Wow. Thank you, Mom, so much for this, Mother. I do appreciate this gift. This was like really, truly an amazing and beautiful fucking calendar, dude. Thank you. I'm so grateful for that. Be the person who makes others shine. Makes others shine. Be the person who makes others shine. Do it. Shine it up. April 30th. That was a Wednesday. Ooh. He's vacuuming. Menu. Nutty pudding. Nut of the forest. Fresh from the tree. Soup of the nut. Hazel or hazelnut podge. And daily nut mix. They got a cute little fun up there. Local call. Something local, 10 cents. Apple local. Can you see that? I wish this was like square on. But that was beautiful. Be the person who makes others shine. Do what you were put on this earth to do, or in this reality, or this matrix, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Don't care. Do whatever the fuck makes you happy. Whoever is happy will make others happy too. Anne Frank. May 1st. National Day of Prayer, Labor Day in Mexico. You know, it's funny, like we feel like there's like so much division, which just came from like the heart. We feel like there's so much division in the world because of these imaginary lines drawn all over the fucking map that is literally probably only like a quarter or a sixth of the size of the actual map because we're actually trapped under our dome. In certain theories, I don't know, I've never been to the Antarctic, but I can only imagine the ice wall they talk about is hiding something. And I'm happy about it. Whoever's happy, whoever's happy will make others happy too. And Frank. It's good. You want to see like a little update. Whoever is happy will make others happy too. And we're a little crooked too, so whatever. YOLO. That was Thursday, yesterday. Wow, another Amanita Muscaria. Stand up for what you believe in, even if it means standing alone. Wow. I'll say that again. Stand up for what you believe in, even if it means standing alone. You know, I will be kind to people who need it. And I will give my time and energy to people who require it. Based on intuition. Based on the heart. I fucking will, dude. I will. And then sometimes I go away because I have to. Because when I'm by myself, when I'm truly alone, that's when like shit becomes more clear. It's not when you're like, okay, calm the mind. Just sit here. I'm gonna sit here for 30 minutes or an hour, and I'm gonna meditate. For me, it doesn't happen like that. Some spiritual people are like, oh yeah, we do this, you know, oh, all these different like rituals and no, dude, like I will do whatever the hell I want. Thank you very much. I know what works for me. If it's watching The Mandalorian, well, Baby Yoda. If it's looking at a squirrel calendar, shit that makes me so fucking happy, dude, I will. And making this video right now makes me happy because you know what? It is my purpose at this point in time. At this point, if you did get a rise out of this, check out my email list. Now putting in daily emails that are fucking shitty, and you should read them because other people that have these email lists, you know, they're refined. They're like a refined wine, like a cup of tea and biscotti, you know, and like a nice fine china dish, and you know. And I'm making waves. I'm clearing off the fucking desk of all the normal shit. I don't want to be a normal newsletter. Well, I don't. I want to make a newsletter like me. I want to write about shit that actually fucking matters. You know, maybe sell a product or service, you know, that's cool too. But if you want some like wacky guy on your podcast, holla for dollar. QuickNicMaly. All socials, Facebook and Instagram, and it's QuickNicMaly. QuickNicMaly on other platforms. Talk to me. Not like a robot. Do not ask me for a fucking spiritual reading. I will bitch slap you over the fucking internet. That's okay. If that's what you wanted, go ahead and do that. Just, you know, be real. And that's why I'm in this video, because I'm a real person. I was going to say person. I'm a real man. And until that is in Law's Dictionary as a corporation, I'm gonna use that. Actually, I'm gonna look that up right now. But anyways, yeah, that's all I gotta say today. So, hope you enjoyed that diaries rant session, and throw it down in the comments below, like if you watched this far. Holy shit! If you did, that was an hour, dude. I've watched many fucking 2, 3 hour, 4 hour videos in the past couple days. So if this happens to me, you know, thank you for sticking around. I do appreciate you. Peace and love and light and darkness and all kinds of shit to you. Be positive. You know, you have to work through your darkness. I'm not saying you have to embrace your own darkness. In the world, you're like, oh my God, there's like outside things that are so bad going on in the world. It's inside of you. So you need to do some self work. If you need a reading, fucking go to TikTok and just hit them up. They'll fucking do that for free, and then they'll charge you a fee. Stand up for what you believe in, even if that means standing alone. Thank you very much for your time and appreciation. I appreciate you. QuickNicMaly. Go to the whatever, somewhere. nicholasmalchef.com. Follow us on the email list. And if you do want to get in touch, we can coordinate that for a live stream back and forth that I can give some of my opinions on, or just like give like different alternate debate points on of different places and things and people I've talked to. So anyways, have a great day, night, whatever you feel. And hope you enjoyed. Take care now. Bye by then.